Hey y'all, it's Jim T, and I just thought I'd shoot a little video of this guitar. I got paid a visit by Josh Grider. Josh is a singer-songwriter. He's from New Mexico, went to school at Waco, Texas at Baylor University, Sickle Bears, and just recently was on Troubadour, Texas. And I say that because I would consider Josh a Texas singer-songwriter, even though he's from New Mexico. And Josh came by to bring me a present. Back in the old days, I used to run with a guy named Walt Wilkins, who some of you might know. Walt and I went to Baylor University and knew each other then, and I attended a few parties at his house. And then I went to LA in a blind fury of misdirection, and I made it back to Nashville. And when I came back, Walt was in Nashville, and so we started hanging out. And then we started running around, and then he wound up living next door to me. And I didn't have a wife back then, and neither did he, but we both met our wives around the same time when we were doing all this running around. Then I had a record label, and then Walt was on the record label, and we were going to shows, you know, every night of the week and trying to take Nashville and submit it to our will, which some of y'all know is easier said than done if you could ever do it at all. And I got this guitar thing, and in that I have a thing for guitars, and so I had mentioned to Walt that I would love to have one of his guitars, a Walt guitar, one day. And so Josh came in and brought this to me, and this reminds me when Josh came over, and we played every guitar on the wall and hung out, and we met each other once, but briefly, and so we had a good time. And one thing I meant to say to him, and I guess I shifted gears, was the first time I remember wanting a guitar is when I was 5 years old, and I really wanted a guitar. Luckily, my dad got me a guitar, and I had an uncle who was a bluegrass picker with Eddie Shelton, who was a highly acclaimed, unknown banjo picker at the time, and I mean that in the best way. Here I am at a ripe old age, and it hit me a while back, the one thing that has stuck with me all these years, you know. I've loved a lot of things. I've loved fast cars. I've loved staying out later than humanly possible. But the one thing that is still here and just as intense as it was when I was 5 is this guitar thing. I like to look at them. I like to play them. I like to buy them. Now I like to build them. All that stuff. So anyway, Walt sent this guitar, and this is the guitar that he played back in the Nashville days, back when we were running together. All those amazing songs were written on this guitar. This was a hardcore troubadour guitar, and then it went to all the bars and, you know, was the instrument to Walt's songs. So Walt sent this thing to me, and I guess I'm making the video primarily to say thank you to Brother Walt for such a treasure, because that's exactly what it is. And I'm a sucker for old guitars. But you know, old guitars, they're old. They don't always play good. So after Josh left, I tuned it up, and these are not new strings, but I just thought I would play it, let you hear it, and listen to the beauty of this pretty guitar. treasure it. I sure appreciate it. And it's a great picker, man.